With the release of 1.19, we decided to reset AutoCraft for our third season, which means we get to start again with nothing. So with that being said, why don't you join me on this Minecraft 1.19 adventure? This season started off like any other, with us all gathering at spawn. Hey everyone, welcome to AutoCraft Season 3. How are we all doing? You doing good? You doing good, Mechanic? Yeah?
I'm doing well. Keep my distance, but doing well.
Yeah, good shout. Anyways, let's go, Rustic again. And we're off. As always, we start by heading towards our starter area, which can be seen on this map. My starter build was done on the west coast. After arriving in the starter area, I went and gathered all of the essentials, including coal, iron, and lots of food. After gathering all the essentials, I went and raided a few nearby shipwrecks, which allowed me to go looking for buried treasure, which got me some good loot. With the loot from the buried treasure being collected, I left the starter town and made my way far out into the world looking for a village. My first order of business was to completely loot the village and turn this village into a trading area. So now that all of this infrastructure is set up, we can finally get diamond gear. We already have 2 bits of diamond gear, a shovel and an axe. However, if we go over here, we also have access to a pick and all the diamond armour we need. One thing I should mention as well, we were able to get a fortune 3 pickaxe from trading with these villagers. However, it's only iron, so we're going to be replacing this very soon. I've also went ahead and saved up a hell of a lot of emeralds. And just out of interest, I've went through 53,000 sticks to get to this point so far. So with all that being said, let's get all the diamond gear we need. And now we need to actually put enchantments in this stuff, but we need to get rid of the enchantments that are already here. Which we can do that using a grindstone. Okay, so the first enchanted tool I actually want to work on is our diamond axe. Mainly because this emerald supply won't last us, and I need a good axe for chopping down all those trees to convert into emeralds. Okay, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending. Okay, let's go ahead and combine all of these. Alright, next up, let's fully enchant 2 pickaxes, and we need to get Silk Touch and Fortune for each of these. And let's put those together. Alright, let's do the shovel. Next up, let's focus on getting all of the armour and enchantments. Okay, so after all of that, I went ahead and got the sword and the bow fully enchanted. And yes, I'm one of those people that takes infinity over momentum when it comes to bows. And while I was at it, I labelled all of my villagers because this was getting beyond a joke. Now if we go to my statistics real quick, as you can see we're now up to 120,000 sticks crafted. I'm not doing this again for a long time. So right now I'd actually like to start preparing to head back to Starter Town since we've finished up everything over here. One thing I'd like to point out is we actually made 9 diamonds because I sold 3 unbreaking boots to Alpin, so make sure you go and check out her channel because I don't know what she's using for it, I assume it's tools or something, but you should go and check out her episode for all that stuff. Now I need to find a way to transport all this stuff back over there. Okay, a chest boat will work nicely. Okay, I think that's most of the important stuff. Now obviously the rest of the stuff I'm going to leave here because we're going to be back here probably quite a few times later on. Okay, so we arrived over here at Starter Town and I put everything up here in a chest in our little claimed area right here. Also, I'd really like to thank Alpin for the stuff she left right here. Obviously I'll be making use of that, but I have to eat the cake first. Also, since I've been over here, things are happening, some builds are appearing, some builds have appeared at the other side of the Starter Town, but I won't be taking a closer look. You'll just have to watch everyone else's videos for that. But now that we are kind of established and have fully enchanted diamond gear, I'm now ready to go into the nether, because I want netherite. Well, let's get to it. Okay, this is actually not as bad as I thought it'd be. Okay, right, let's dig down to Y15 and I think we should be able to start strip mining. And there we go, 37 ancient debris. I think that should be enough. Let's take this back to the overworld and get it all smelted up. Alright, let's take that netherite scrap, get some gold, and now we need a smithing table, which I remember seeing one over here. Okay, there's a smithing table, so let's craft this up, and then we need to apply it to all of our gear. Let's do our armour first. Oh, would you look at that? That's awesome. Alright, let's do the rest of the tools. And there we go, mission accomplished. So now that we've got all of this netherite gear, I want to do something a bit dangerous. You see, I travel back and forward to this village a lot, and it takes a really long time to do so. And that's because we use the overworld for travelling, which isn't very quick. So, why don't we take advantage of the nether to speed up our travel time? Okay, let's place a portal right here. Okay, let's take note of these coordinates. Okay, there we go, now we need to go and do this in the nether. Okay, let's get this portal in place. And there we go. Hopefully this works. Hey, it connected. Awesome. Cool. Oh, that's so much faster than travelling the other way. Okay, so that tunnel we're just in, it's just up this ladder. and as you can see it goes all the way up to right below the nether roof. That tunnel is only temporary. Once we have the nether hub up and running, I'm going to be lowering the portal to a more reasonable level. But now that that's done, we can actually say goodbye to the nether for this episode, because I spent an insane amount of time in there. So now that all of that stuff is out of the way, it means we can finally do some mining. Because up until now, the only mining I've done is mining coal and iron I've found on the surface. So what I've done is I've went ahead and prepared a ladder all the way down to bedrock. And I'm thinking, let's go mining for 1 hour and we'll see how many resources we can get in that time. Let's go. Okay, so I actually cut that mining trip a little bit short and ended up with all of these resources. It's not as much as I would have liked, but it is still a pretty decent amount. So let's get all of these fortuned and smelted up. And there we go, that's a lot of resources right there. One thing I should probably mention is I combined that with the resources we'd already gathered from trading and selling our books. And funnily enough, I'm going to be spending a lot of these diamonds very soon. Now that we've got all of this stuff done, there's one more thing I'd like to do. We basically need to go and meet up with the other members of the server so that we can go and defeat the Ender Dragon. This should be a lot of fun.
So, shall we go?
Yeah, I think we should.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's go, boys.
Do this.
Dudes and dudettes.
Right, we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Do this.
I hope you all brought golden blocks.
This spawning in this dimension is awful.
I hate this.
How do you
This is
already
terrifying.
What?
I mined it right here. I'm like,
That's
over
Oh,
here.
God.
Doing us. Oh no.
Wait.
You already looked
oh,
at it.
do I?
God, I'm gonna die.
My goodness, that golden armor doesn't.
I got you. I dumped water
This
on you
golden armor
to save
supposed
you
to help?
Enderman. Because I'm like panicking. And sure enough, I go through an Enderman. And I ended up dying.
If you're
Alright,
looking on
dining
Game's
table.
Glass, though, you have to recognize that.
Wait, anyone have a
That's
spare
awesome.
spyglass?
Here.
That's
Yeah,
Game's
where are
Glass.
they?
Yeah.
I don't see you guys at all.
Eventually.
Alright, here.
Can somebody help me with this Enderman?
Oh, there and there.
Oh God,
Um,
I'm in the water and the Enderman still
that should
killed
be
me.
everything.
No,
I'm still
missing the gold one. Okay, I'm gonna
I
die.
don't have anything else. All I've got left is everything I brought in with me.
I got two
And
Endermen
it's
trying to kill me.
done.
Oh my God, just fighting
Let's
the
go.
Enderman the whole time.
And there we go. Not only did we defeat the Ender Dragon, we also got a pair of Elytra, which I also went ahead and fully enchanted. Now even though we've got this pair of Elytra, we won't be using it right away, mainly because, well, that would require me buying rockets, which fortunately there is a rocket shop, but I think I'm going to remain grounded for a little while longer. Okay, so you may have noticed it's taken a long time for me to release this episode. In fact, several members have already put out their second episode by the time this is released. I'm going to be honest everyone, I've been having a bit of a tough time making the videos recently. Mainly because, well, I'm trying to make my videos a bit better. Oh, Wandering Trader. I'm not only trying to make my videos a bit better, it's just some of the stuff I wanted to do I haven't been able to do necessarily. But since it's taken as long, lots of other stuff has been happening. As I said earlier on, folks have been building in Starter Town, some other builds have popped up since I started recording this. In fact, Lazy is working over there, I believe. And not only that, if we just go through into the nether real quick, not only have I set up a tunnel to my villager area, but we also have another tunnel over here that leads to our shopping district, which I haven't actually been over here yet, so let's go and take a little look around. So here we are in the shopping district, and as you can see there's a few different things that have appeared. Basically this season we wanted to make things a bit simpler for us because, well, last season lighting up the shopping district was a whole other story in itself. So we decided to go with a Mushroom Island, and we'll be terraforming this at some point very soon, where basically there's a little bit of competition going on right now to figure out what we're going to do. But yeah, the reason I wanted to come over here is because I'm going to be using these shops fairly soon. These shops, so this one is a rocket shop by Rustic. I'll be buying all my rockets out of here. And then this is a wood shop also by Rustic, which next episode I'm going to be using this quite a lot. And yeah, not only that, I'm also going to be in the shopping district quite a bit because I have a few shops of my own I want to do, but we're going to have to wait a little bit before I get around to doing those. And I also realised that I haven't actually shared what I'm going to be doing this season. Basically at this point, I haven't claimed an area for a mega base or anything like that yet. I'm going to be waiting a few months before I do that, mainly so that I can actually work out what I want to do. Like I've got an idea, I've had an idea for a few months now, but I need to do some testing before I'm happy with it. So what we're essentially going to be doing is, for the first few months, we're going to be living in Starter Town. Obviously some people will be moving out to their bases during that time, but I'm going to be living here for a decent while, doing terraforming, doing all the bits to decorate the area, along with stuff in Starter Town, and I'm taking charge of the Nether Hub project this time round, which should be a lot of fun. And since I'm on the topic of this stuff, I figured I should probably mention what my schedule is going to be, because last time we just kind of tried to make a video every week. This time round I'm going to be approaching this a bit differently. Essentially, if you've been watching the hardcore series, I make my videos quite differently now, and while AutoCraft won't be done to the same production level as the hardcore series is, it will take a similar amount of time to do each episode. I'm going to aim to try and get an episode done every 2 weeks, and then the idea is in between me releasing episodes, you'll have hardcore videos or any other stuff I'm doing on the channel at that time. And there we go. That's it for our first episode of Season 3. Obviously, if you're interested in joining us, there's a link in the description to the application form, and if you have any other questions, why don't you join the AutoCraft Discord? Link to that in the description as well.